Hello YouTube viewers, thank you so much for tuning in, and today I am going to share with you my flea market treasures. I went to the flea market and I tell you it was not my idea, it was my hubby's idea to go, and I told him you just threw me a good wrench because I wasn't planning to go, and I'm glad that I did because I found a lot of neat items that I need to show you, and I'm going to tell you how much I paid for each. So the first one that I'm going to show you is Marilyn Monroe. Look at this. I have, I think, 4 or 5 Marilyn Monroes, and I have some Betty Boops. But look at this one, and look at her shoes. I cannot wait to bring you a creation using this one. So she is an ornament. As you can tell, she has a little loop on her head, a little hook. And I think it's plastic. So this is very cute for $3. I paid $3 for this. Now I also found, look at this, another ornament. This is a 3-tier tray piece with little cakes, miniature cakes. This was a real miniature, like let's say, you know, you go and you find things that you could use for your miniature, for your doll houses, but this is like perfect for doll houses. Look at this. And then, you know what? This gives me an idea because it looks like an easy piece to copy. Like let's say if I get some of these and I join them together like that with something, I can make more of these. So that's giving me an inspiration to do something like that. So, oh, and how much did I pay for this? I paid $3 also. $3 for this. So, let's see. Look at another piece that I found. Also $3. And a lot of them were $3 because they were at the same table. The same vendor. Now this one, let's see. There's one that has the door. Oh yeah, this one. The door opens and closes. And there's a loose piece in there. So I have to see how I get it out. Maybe with a tweezer. Now on the side here, it looks like it's missing something, so I'm going to get some like decorative paper, a nice piece of decorative paper, and cut it to the size of that area there, and I'm going to cover it just to enhance it a little bit. But look at how cute. And for $3, so cute. I love these tiny, tiny houses. And look, I found another one. Another one for $3. I think $3 was fine for these items. I wouldn't even try to haggle them down. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. This is beautiful. I love this. Now look inside. Let me show you inside. Let's see. I even have to put on my glasses to see this. Okay, so you see the attic here? Let's see. Let's bring it closer. So this is the attic. In the attic, there's one of those mannequins that you use in a sewing room. You see it? And then the top floor there, there's a bed. There's a little dresser back there, even with a mirror. Look at how small. The dresser with the mirror, the stairs. And I think this piece here might be maybe a radiator. I don't know what that is. Then the bottom floor, look at that. There's a tree, a Christmas tree. Furniture. Look at the door, so cute. And you know what? There's even space here for me to place like a little frame. So that's what I'm going to do with this one. But look at how cute. This is just adorable. So I approached that certain table and I asked how much are those items, and they told me it was a couple, a woman and a man. I guess they were married or something. So they told me, although everything there is $3. So I started like setting them aside quickly, very quickly. I didn't want to lose the chance to miss out on that, you know what I'm saying? So now that I showed you those items, I have more. Now look at these. I bought 2 of these, also $3 at the same vendor, the same table. And these, if you close them, you have to push them in a little bit But if you close them, the bear, you can lock the bear in there. You see what I'm saying? So look at how cute. And the same, you could do the same with this one. So these were $3 each. Then this was also $3 at the same table. Look at this. And it says 1981. Rooftop deliveries. So cute. And look at the back. So you will be seeing these Christmas items again around Christmas time. Because usually during the year I don't really create Christmas videos. So I leave these pieces for Christmas for December, you know. And then at the same table, look at this. A little book, The History of Santa Claus. And it has real pages in there too. Look at that. They're real pages. You can even read the entire thing. So that could be a different video down the line that I'll be bringing you. So cute. So $3 for that. Then let's see, this is also $3 at the same table. Look at how cute. So I found a lot of stuff here. Let me show you what else. At the same table, I bought these two clowns. Look at this. Now these initially, they weren't $3. These were $5. But after I, paid for all that, or during the time that I was paying for all that, I asked them, how much less would they take? Would they sell it for? So she said $4 each instead of the $5 each. So that was okay with me. I mean, these are very rare. Look at this. Wow. So I could imagine if these came in a set, there must have been so many more clowns for a Christmas tree. You know what I'm saying? So cute. And then look at these. This was at another table, and this was $1. Now these mouse, yep, these are mice. Okay, so it says Mousekins at the back, in the back, right there. So this is the mom and dad and the baby on the side here. Isn't that cute? So eventually I will make a mouse creation. Because these pieces inspire you. You know what I'm saying? Imagine I get a dollhouse room. I'll place a nice red rug in the middle. And then I just add pieces that go well with this little bed. So that'll be a creation that I will be bringing you. Now at the same table that I found this little boy. Look at this. Now how much did I pay? Okay, so I paid $1 for that. I paid $2 for this one. So this one is cute. Because I do a lot of baby creations, a lot of kids creations. So this one is perfect. Then look at this little tiny one. This one, the man gave it to me for free. So it looks like it could be his toy. You see what I'm saying? Everything just ties in. So he gave it to me for free. And then look at this one, $1. I love this one, very detailed. It looks like a boy, even though it has pink. I don't know. Is it a girl or a boy? It's probably a girl. Look at that. Let me see if it has a year. 2002. Right there, right here. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it says 2002. And let's see. Now, I have a couple of pieces here. I'll bring the camera over to them because it's these. I have a whole bunch of these different sizes. Now, I bought these for, how much was? Oh, he said less than $1. So, it was, I think, 50 cents each. But he gave me a little break since I bought a few. So 2 of them came out to be free. But anyway, they were 2 for $1. 50 cents each. So I'll bring the camera over so that you can see the other ones. But before that, let me show you the other items that I bought. So this was a whole bag of a family. This is the father, the mother, and the daughter. I haven't taken these out yet. So these were the only ones that I didn't clean. Everything else I cleaned. So how much did I pay for this? You know what? This was $1. I'm surprised that they said $1 because usually these little people for doll houses, believe me, they sell them for more than $1. You know what I'm saying? And this was $1 for all three. So this was a steal. You know, they probably didn't know. Some people don't really know, you know, what value it has, or, you know, they just think, oh, that's old and I just want to get rid of it and all that. So they sell it at any price, like really cheap. So I got lucky with this. Then I also found this. Now, I got to tell you about this. I think this was overpriced. Okay, it was overpriced, but that was a sin. You know, I loved them so much that I still bought them for $10. But these are tiny, 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 tiny people in here. And most of them are like Victorian ladies. So you know what? I'm going to make another video, a separate video just about this because I think it's worth it. You know what I mean? I'll spread them out and all that. But these are little Victorian ladies. And I tell you, little like the size of my nail. Look at that. Or even smaller. So $10. But the same lady that was selling this for $10, but I didn't pay $10 for this. Since I bought this, I asked her, could she go down to $5 on this? And then she said yes. You see what I'm saying? But I wouldn't have bought this for $10. These are bouquets of flowers, but look at how beautiful they are. I can keep creating, you know, florists, miniature florists with these. So I ended up paying $15 instead of $20. I wasn't going to pay $20 for this, you know, for both things. It's just that I really like this. So then I also bought, look at what I bought. This is a game called Quarto. Quarto? I guess that's how you pronounce it, Quarto. I've never played this game, and I don't plan to, but I just bought it for the pieces. So I'm going to bring the camera over to these pieces so that you can see them up close. The pieces look like this, the ones from that game, and they come in different sizes, different shapes, different colors. You see what I'm saying? But I'm going to be repurposing these pieces. Look at that. They're made out of wood. They're perfect for crafting, for miniature ideas, you know. And not only that, the flooring, the board for this game could be used as a flooring for a dollhouse. So let me show you. So this is the board. Look at this board. Nice and clean. It's beautiful, and it fits inside any of my dollhouses because it's not too big. So let me show you up close the items that I didn't show you up close. So these were the ceramic pieces. Remember I showed you only 2 of them? Look at this. This is perfect for dollhouses. So these were 2 for $1, but the man gave me these 2 for free. So I can use these for plants, make different plants in my dollhouses. And then these are the pieces for that game that I told you about. Look at that. Perfect for a dollhouse floor. Different sizes. See what I'm saying? Oh, so this I paid for the game. I paid $5, and that was at the same table that I bought all this other stuff for $3. So that was a steal. So that is it. So I went over everything. There's the people right here, the clowns, the little book, History of Santa Claus. Where's Marilyn Monroe? Look at her right here, Marilyn Monroe. And these houses. Oh my God, I love these houses. So that's what I wanted to share with you. I hope that you have enjoyed, and you will see these again very soon. And thank you so much for watching.